video game chronology, the only review show that reviews video games from the beginning most of the time. I am your chronicler as we go into our 110th North American NES release. This is Life Force, released August 1988. One quick note about this game, well, not the game in general. This is the only game released in August, so this will be the only video released this week. As far as the chronology one goes, the continuations will still be up on where we're already posted on Thursday. This is going to be the only one for this one, only because of the way I structure these releases. I do it by month. If there's more, I release usually between 2 and 4 videos, because that's usually how many's released in per month. If there's more than 4, I have to break it up, because there's no way I can play 10 fucking NES games. Like, I think next month, September 1988, there's like between 10 and 15 games that were released. So that'll be broken up in like episodes of 4 or 3 just to see. But this week is only one. Sorry about that. But it's a good one because this is Life Force. This is I haven't actually played it before. It's renowned as one of the better games in this genre, the space shooter genre. It's also one of the hardest, I've been informed. It's also a spin-off of Gradius, believe it or not. And I actually got it, Gradius, and not Galaga. Which is funny, because Galaga is actually coming up in the upcoming, I don't know if it's in September or October, it might even be November or December. There's like 1,000 games coming out over the course. 1988, the September through December catalog is freaking ridiculous how many games were released between that time. But anyway, yeah, so this is a spin-off of Gradius, and I have to do that because I'm not on the thing, because I had to hit record on the other screen. Alright, let's dive in and start. Now we're just thrown in, huh? Alright, no sound effects. Weird. Oh, there they go. Speed, so this is kind of like Gradius, where you have the more upgrades, you choose the upgrades that you want. Laser right now. Okay, we're in some kind of roast thing here. Oh, fuck, I'm dead. I'm dead again. Yep. Right back into it. Missiles. There we go. Oh, that's very cool, the missile. And I'm dead. That game over already? Well, at least it continues. Didn't seem to be limited on them either, so starting from the beginning though is a pain. But this is just par for the course. I am terrible at these games, so forgive me. Obviously won't get through this entire game tonight, but when we go back to the, when we get back to it eventually, because we'll finish it. We went through Gradius, so, and destroyed whatever the frick that was. I forget, it was some kind of alien thing that we destroyed, but, yeah, I like that it's got some nice setup where when you do the, when you die, you can start on the screen like that. So if you just throw an instant live code on, you can still play the game and you can still play the game continuously with cheat and with lies, but still die. You don't have to throw on an invincibility code. The only time you have to throw on an invincibility code really in games that are super hard is when you die and it takes you off the screen completely, like your Mario's and stuff like that. But you shouldn't need any codes at all to beat Mario. If I could beat Super Mario Brothers, anybody can beat Super Mario Brothers without cheating anyway. Actually, I think I might have thrown the infinite live codes on Super Mario Brothers now that I think about it. Just because I just didn't want to have to continuously start over because I didn't use warp zones. I used what gets me every time. I used what the thing? I used I didn't use the warp zones. I played through all the levels because I had never done that before. All right, we're bringing this in because it's time. All right, let's see here. It's very small, so I'm gonna forgive me. I'm gonna struggle here because and bringing it up to just make it bigger throws off the screen. It's weird. In a remote quadrant of the universe, there was hatched a hideous creature. His proud parents, Ma and Pa Deltoid, named their only son, Zelos, which is in alien lingo means one mean son of a gun. As Zelo grew into an adult space monster, he appears he his appetite turned ravenous, his temper became ruthless, and his name proved an understatement. It didn't take long for Zelos to leave the nest and go out on his own, devouring everything in sight, including 3 galaxies, 400 planets, 2 trillion life forms, and a side order of stars. Then your innocent galaxy appeared on Zelos' menu, and he chowed on entire an entree of roast Gradius. Oh shit! Was Gradius the name of the planet? Yeah. Oh, that's right. When the with the planet Lattice for dessert. Now the only chance these civilizations have of escaping from its digestive tract lies with you and your star fighting partner. Oh, that's pretty interesting. So, giant alien came and ate Gradius, the planet Gradius. Interesting. But your odds look pretty grim, for Zelos is full of floating Armada terror zones, which are cities that have become a part of Zelos after being eaten. Each of these zones is loaded with tremendous firepower and unbelievable destructive surprises. You'll also find that Zelos' heart and soul are positioned safely behind his traitor fleet. That means you'll have to devastate the 6 terror zones and blast away their grotesque mares before reaching Zelos' main artery and putting an end to his eating binge. How to play. Soaring on the fringes of the Guardian Galaxy is an ultra blasting warp speed starship. Your mission is to destroy Zelos at any cost. Success won't come easy, though, as you dodge thousands of alien attackers, utilizing your tremendous flying skills. You better have an itchy trigger finger as well, because you'll give bonus weapons by wasting certain enemies, capturing their pods, and then powering up. Life Force can be played by either of 2 starfighters. If 2 players, you can fight. These are the 2 players. So we're the Vic Viper, constructed at cost of 60 trillion Gradians dollars. The Vic Viper is the pride of all Gradius. A pilot can pull 600 Gs at warp speed of 9 in this baby and still feel like he's lounging in a lazy boy. And then there's the Road British Space Destroyer. The people of Lattice have always been known for their wondrous engineering skills, and the Road British Space Destroyer proves it. In fact, This is the only starship in the galaxy to have beaten the Vic Viper during time trials. So why am I using the Vic Viper and not the Broad British Destroyer, huh? Huh? So I got the Terra Zones. The first Terra Zone you'll encounter comes from the Phenom Galaxy. Awaiting you here is the dreaded Death Hand, a menace that has proved fatal to the skillful Starfire. Then we have the volcanic stage. Terra Zone 2 is a disaster area from the Baltic Galaxy. This is one of Zealous' favorite allies since he gets his jollies having molten lava spit in your face. The prominent stage, scorching fire creatures rage out of control in Terra Zone 3. And on the hundreds of previous pilots, only a handful have blasted out of here without getting their tails burned. Cell Stage 2, tiny life forms from the Ithaca Galaxy roam Terra Zone 4. It's here that you'll be pitted against ferocious internal cells that zap you when you least expect it. The Temple Stage, oh no, the ancient city of temples from the planet Lattice has turned against you. What a heartbreaker. Whoever it is piloting the Road British will be flying low, as she'll have to blast these expatriates. And then the Mechanical City stage, Zelos' final barrier is naturally his most destructive. If you make it past here, you'll have only the Mighty One's heart to destroy for sake of millions. Let's hope you survive. And then there's all your enemies. This is a very cool book, and actually the story is actually kind of interesting. I'm kind of getting into the lore of Gradius a little bit, if I'm not lying. There's actually lore to this stuff, even though it's just a spaceship shooting things. We're gonna give this one more go, and then we'll see. And then we'll call this an episode. The game plays pretty solid. It plays like Gradius, honestly. It's not bad. Took a long time. We'll go down this time. I already got that apparently, so that's why it didn't let me do it. Oh, laser. Tried to squeeze through before the thing scratched it out. Wasn't paying attention. Thank God the invincibility thing stuck on there. And if you don't, I tend to hit the speed first because it feels like I'm going really slow as it is. I hit the frickin' roof. And I'm really going super slow here. I'm just avoiding shit at this point. I'm not even trying to kill anything. I didn't even see it happening. Alright. Well, that's that. That's Life Force. Initial thoughts? Yeah, it's pretty good. Solidly plays. It's just Gradius. I feel like it's a little slower for some reason. I don't know if that's intentional or not, or if it's just my imagination, but it does feel a little sluggish, even with the speed upgrade. So, I don't know what that's about, but that could just be me. Overall, I actually really think this is a solid game. This is very good. It just continues what Gradius did, and there's an actual, like, the story seems fleshed out, and it's actually interested. I'm kind of interested to see it, because it sounds like it has bosses. I'd be interested to check them out. Well, as we get through them, and, like, cause we'll definitely come back to this. So yeah, this is definitely an above-average game. I wouldn't give it I wouldn't say it's one of the greats, just because it's a space shooter. It's like every other space shooter, essentially, except that, you know, it's got decent gameplay and an interesting story, but there's nothing really special about it the gameplay, nothing really special about the gameplay. I'm trying to say. I mean, story's fine. Like, a story is always going to be innovative. If you give me a story, it doesn't really matter. It's just the fact there's a story there, you get points for that. You know what I mean? All you need is a story. But you can't. I mean, you can innovate with storytelling, but like every story is innovative in its own way. You know what I mean? But gameplay, and you have to kind of do something different than the other games in order to like stand out, and everything it's doing is just what Gradius did. So it's like, you know what I mean? But it's a fantastic game. I would actually recommend it, especially if you liked Gradius. Playing through it, and like because this series, and including the spinoff, is probably the best of the space shooters, at least of what I've played. So I could recommend it just because it's staff run and it's part of the series, and like if you're going to go back and play a space shooter series, you might as well do the best ones, right? Anyway, yeah. So praise for this one, high recommendation and a high grade for it. Cool. All right, that's Life Force. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later. We're on to the next one. Bye.